Episode 3. I took some time to do some inventory management, and again, controller binding stuff. Luckily I did that all off camera, so I spared my computer the 60 minutes or so of recording time that I spent doing all of that binding. Although it wasn't really binding much, it was just messing around and figuring out what was optimal for me. Basically, I turned off the toggle shift, or the toggle strafe, with those issues I had last time. Because now, with strafe turned on to hold the shift key to strafe, I can fire the bow, and as soon as I'm done firing the bow, it switches back to non-strafe mode, which was the issue I was having last time. So I no longer have to manually turn off strafe when switching between the bow and the melee weapon. In fact, because the bow kind of puts you into strafe mode whenever you attack, I guess it's designed for the initial setting where strafe only turns on when you hold down the shift key. This works a lot easier on the controller. Of course, this means that I can't manually activate strafe. I have to hold down the right stick with my bindings to manually strafe like this, but I don't think that should be an issue. I don't know if there's a reason I would need to strafe like this, especially with a melee weapon. Strafe also automatically turns on when casting an offensive spell, so that should probably be not an issue. The other benefit to this is the other part of what I was messing around with the bindings. I figured that there should be a way to quickly move things around here, and there is. So, obviously, to anyone that probably plays mouse and keyboard games more than I do, you hold shift and then click to instantly move things across whatever from storage. Because I have shift bound onto the right stick, which is strafe, I can now hold right stick and then press R1, which is my click, to move things quickly. That just took a little bit to figure out optimal binding. The last thing is actually over here in the item menu. I can actually compare what I'm wearing with what I'm hovering over by pressing the left control key, which doesn't show up in the bindings in the settings menu, but I just bound this to the same key that I have for lexicon without the actual chord key. This doesn't appear to be an issue having those on the same key, so now I can just easily compare things. With that, I think I have everything bound that would be used on a keyboard, other than weird console stuff, but maybe I'll figure out more things that have to be bound the deeper I get into the game. It doesn't matter. Why do I have this? Oh right, I was gonna sell it. I guess I did some inventory management too. Might as well capture that on the recording just for the sake of capturing it. I'll be using tab 1 for any weapons that I get. From left to right, all of the different gear that you get. It'll be daggers, swords, even if I don't use them, hammers, spears here, then the scepters, and the bells, bows, and shields. And anything new that I get will stack down this way. So for example, the most common scepter here, and then a higher level scepter below it, which only leaves, I guess, room for 6 of those if I only use this first tab for it. But maybe, I don't know, I'll use the third tab. On the second tab, I similarly have, stacking left to right, gear sets that I think are kind of going together. But I'll probably run out of room one way or another. This probably isn't the final version of what my inventory management is going to be. The good thing is that if I get a higher level gear like this precise slime crust leggings, I can just sell whatever I had last time without worrying about losing the potential vanity option. That's really the only reason I'm storing those items. I see. So shift click also does a sell rather than right click. That's good to know. Alright, we could continue with Sally's main quest type thing, the Eiffel Terrace. But I want to go back into the catacombs and actually fight whatever I might have been ignoring last time. And based on what I encountered last time, I expect I'll probably end up re-rolling a version of the dungeon with the same map but spawning in a different area. Presumably. I guess I was a fool to not fight the boss the first time I was here. Yeah, this time I spawned over here, which was previously a secret chest zone. But now it's just a spawn area. This randomization is actually pretty interesting. This is the kind of game where you would, like a MMO or something, I don't know what the best comparison is, maybe RuneScape or something, constantly go in and out of to level up or grind gear or something, that kind of thing. So making the zones that you go into, even if the layout is the same, randomize the way you enter and the way you explore it. It's at least a fun way of making these old zones still interesting. Oh yes, and with my new bindings, lock-on is a lot easier to use. Just a click of the right stick. Oof, that was a lot of damage. That guy chases you down a bit. I turned off the block at the wrong time. Shit. May have not picked up some items in time. Probably despawned. Let's see. Got some more skills. Inner focus is already max. Guess I'll max out recovery and put one into rock toss, since that's all I have. Does rock toss get much better? It decreases the cooldown and increases the damage with each level, but this only does... It doesn't tell me how much damage it does. It tells me how much... Oh wait, it's 12 seconds, I see. Or... What I mean to say is... I thought the rank 1 that I was reading was showing the next rank level up, but it does 12 damage now, and the next rank after that is 18. Gotcha. 12 is actually more than what some of my current stuff does, right? This is 3 to 6 damage. I guess it's a pretty hefty rock. Of course, rocks are consumable. Stats. More dexterity? Maybe a bit more health. I'm really concerned about not upgrading my stamina, though. Well, whatever. I pulled the lever already, right? I did not. But I can already head into the upper left area here. Although it doesn't look like it's the boss area this time. That gate wasn't there before. I really should have explored it last time. Oh well. Oh dear. Haven't gotten an upgraded bow yet. But my upgraded dexterity is still making this do decent damage. This is way easier than doing melee, but I don't want to just do this all the time. This guy does a charge attack. Pretty easy to parry if you know it's coming. Take my rock. Pretty hefty. As long as the enemies are on screen, parrying isn't too bad. I got shattered. That was almost bad. First time I got a key. Any way over this? Ah, but a true invisible barrier. Guess I don't get to explore here over here this time. I got a key, but I think I haven't explored here yet. Just ice wood daggers. Any better than what I have now. These are 1 to 5, and the item level is... can't see one. All what I have is level 3 and does 3 to 6 damage. I don't think it's better. Although it increases my dex power? Still don't know about stat calculation in this. Also seems to be a damage type, like normal. Alright. I made a mistake. Oh, the spawn ambush again. This is probably baked in, I guess. Oof, that's bad. Let's actually use this. I don't have any more of those now, but I don't regret using it. Kind of not worth using the rock, Just 2 bow shots is pretty much equal to that. If I upgrade the rock skill, maybe. Can't get consecutive parries the way I wanted to. There's just 2 enemies around. Parrying is manageable. Here we go. Still missing a bit of ghost dust, so hopefully I find more lying around. Any secrets here? Interesting that it was a key and not just some random chest. I think that implies something about the layout of this. Not entirely randomized, but baked in a way such that there are different presets that you can roll. Of course, I didn't think it was entirely randomized. It seemed pretty clear that a lot of these were intentionally designed. Like, this wall was never here before. It's not like they could just randomize a wall in the way that they did here. All intentional design. I bought these just for the glamour. I guess I didn't need to, the initiate spectacles. Could have just gotten it from the chest. The journeyman shorts too I bought from Angela, or no, not Angela, the shopkeep. Again for the glamour, but I didn't need to. Well, I still have one more key. You do not recover stamina while attacking. Should be obvious, but just a thought. Oof. That's nice. I didn't know that was an option. Seems like hitting them has a chance to stun them, not always. Can't rely on it, so you have to get good at parrying. Just one more ghost dust, please. You don't have to pick up the crowns, the currency, thank goodness. But you do have to manually press the pickup key, interact, to get any items. I do have another key, but was there another locked door back the way I came? Good. Quest complete. Let's just head in, I guess. Interesting. Teleporter. We'll do that last, I guess. I wasn't expecting that. Maybe I should have done the teleporter first. Actually, not moving when you're attacking is a lot more useful than I thought it was. It kind of makes things less hectic when you don't have to worry too much about your own positioning, and just let the enemies walk into you. Then you can focus on parrying. Have I almost gone in a full circle now? Guess this would be the first time that I'm attempting to actually clear the fourth place. Probably can't kill this. Ow! Guess not. Oof, oof. The guy's fast. What, you still see me? And here's the problem. I'm all full. I guess it's just a wood sword, but it's probably gonna be more items. I don't want to deal with inventory management right now. I'll just ignore the wood sword, I guess, and maybe to make a bit of space. Drop some other wood swords I have. And this thing. Probably doesn't sell for much, doesn't really tell me here. Oh, I guess this is the actual clear, which means the teleporter back this way is something else. Yeah, the magic leaves are way easier to come by than the actual health potions. For obvious reasons, I guess. MP recovers much more easily than HP, so an MP recovery item is much more easy to come by. Ah, and this is how you get inside that weird area that I saw. Now, was there anything that I actually missed? Could have sworn there was another locked door, but I probably am confusing that with the previous roll of the catacombs I had. Yeah, I guess I already did everything here. Okay. Looks like both small keys only led to bonus items, basically. Not necessary to progression. Which is interesting because one of the keys was hidden behind basically a secret area. Meaning if you wasted your key on one treasure chest room, and another key was required for progression, you could find yourself stuck if you didn't know to look for the secret room. I think I got all the secrets, so we're probably safe to leave. Come to think of it, I'm level 6 now, aren't I? I was at the maximum level for that dungeon. Let's head back. You're probably able to enter those lower level dungeons at a higher level, but I was just thinking in terms of balancing. What the hell is this? Oh, is this... I see. It lets you return exactly to where you recalled from. I didn't know recall worked like that. Or rather, not exactly where you came from, just the entrance to where you came from. Good to know, though. So recall basically lets you pop into a pocket dimension where you can manage your inventory and junk, and then you can head directly back into things. Does that actually work inside an instance dungeon or whatever? That might have actually been what I wanted to do last time. Maybe not, though. That might be unfair, right? If you can just restock on gear. Alright, first of all, let me sell all this junk that I don't need. No. First I need to actually store things. Damn. The pains of playing on the control stick. Right. These aren't exactly vanity. You can't see them. So I guess I'll put these in slot 3. I only need one, but there's really no point, is there? They're all worse than the ring that I'm already wearing. So I guess I might as well sell them. Let's just start with weapons. Stronger scepter. Spear. It's a heavy melee weapon. Like a hammer. Then the better shield. I already have this and these. I can sell these and the rings. Alright. It goes in this order. Yeah. Ghostly tabard, I already have one. Wonder if it just looks the same as the worn robe, though. Oh no, that's different. Nice. Interesting design. Lets you see the butt jiggle pretty clearly. Now for actually stat-wise, what do I want to equip? I guess I can just go based on item level, right? This is level 5 and this is level 2. Any better pants? Guess this is better. Oh, ghostly. Didn't know this was part of the ghostly set. The sword doesn't sort it in the way that I like. Doesn't matter. Finally, pants that match the top I'm wearing. Kind of. Different set. Actually, I guess this is for the ghostly tabard, right? So, how does that look together? Really? These two are a set? The ghostly tabard and the ghostly leg wraps? I don't really see it. Even if the color were the same. Just looks better without the pants, right? The tabard. Right. If anything, it looks like a better match for this one. Alright, and I should be okay to sell most of this junk. Right. Still getting used to that. Okay, we are good. Although I guess I could put this in here. And just sell the one that I'm wearing when I'm done using it. And sell the rest. Done. And your quest is complete. Tell me your secrets. Stealthy. What do you think of that powder, hon? Pretty nifty, right? Say, if you want some more, how about you fetch some ghost dust and gaze collars? I won't be needing as many as before. Keep in mind, the Sanctum Catacombs is the best place to get the stuff. Bring me about 20 ghost dust and 8 geist collars, and I'll whip up another batch for you. I'll make it bigger too. I didn't exactly overcap on those, so I still need more collars and dust, but I'm probably not going to go back into the tomb immediately. Might as well have this quest unlocked now. Actually, we don't need this, do we? Unlike the other quests that we have. Like the slime one here. This requires items, which you could overcap on while just wandering around the world. But it also requires slime slaying with the quest active, so you wouldn't want to get rid of this one. A spectral powder, though, is just an item requirement, so you can just store this away and pick it up from her whenever you have enough to turn in, thus freeing up a slot in your quest slots. But what about that secret you were telling me about? Hey, hun. I've been thinking of something we could make. Perhaps something like a powerful spear. You know, them Mekboars look like they got something fierce with them spears on their little heads. How about this? Give me, say, 1 spear from them Mekboars and 15 slime Mekboars to keep it all together. I'll make a nice partisan for you in return. Interesting how this is a single quest. Oh, I guess I leveled up too. More dexterity. I think we're good on mana. I guess we don't get to learn her secret after all. Unless I missed it somehow. I know your secret. One day, Sally. Alright, let's actually use the normal portal. I could continue on Sally's quest. Or Angela's quest, rather. But I want to do Sally's quest. Slime Mekboars, huh? Where do I get those from? Right. Slime mechs are the harder version on the ATLYSS. Meaning I do actually have to continue into Angela's quest territory. No secrets here, right? Can't imagine. Oh, I should have turned in that quest. I guess this is what recall is for. Can recall back to Angela. Turn in the quest. Oh, didn't notice these. Your soul is as strong as ever, little one. Why don't we try something a little more, well, daring? There's a small passage tucked away within the outer sanctum, swarming with awful creatures known as Mekboars. They brand devastating weapons on their heads, looking to pick a fight with anyone who treads on their turf. If you would, display your skill by slaying 20 Mekboars, and gather 15 of their spears. Return to me when you have. 15? Sally only asked 1 from me. Oh, I understand that the catacombs may have been challenging to you, yes? Oh, no? Well, in any case, if you didn't know, it seems as though the catacombs shifts its form each time you enter. The portal leading into them is corrupted, always changing what happens within. I know you're up to the task, little one. Sweep out the evil that resides in the catacombs from start to end. Return to me once you have done this challenge normally. And of course, please be safe. I already did that. Well accepted, though. What do we get for this? Angela's tier. Seems important. And a bunch of... oh, items. Those are pretty important. I am on 0 for those. What does this do? Stamina. If we can put this Hey. Why does it say I was 0? That's weird. Is this a different item? I'm pretty sure it was the same. Let's put this powder on this. We'll save this slot for the stamina recovery to make those all the same. Not sure how I'd use this though, or when I would use it. Of course, when I want to get away from some enemies. Maybe if I find myself unable to heal and in an emergency I can pop this and hide from enemies. And now that we're done with all the talking, return to where we came in from. That's what we call this for. Alright, now how tough are these guys? I remember having trouble with them before. Oh my god. That's so much damage. But we do a lot of damage too. Just need to get used to when they actually attack. A Mekboar head. No spear though. Seems like a lot of grinding we need to do to get all of those spears for Angela. Uh-oh, I grabbed more than one. Alright, didn't parry all of that. Damn. Gonna have to be careful. Oh my god, I died. They have a large hitbox. Yeah, I knew those guys were dangerous. I tried to only pull one at a time. But it seems like aggroing one caused the other one to aggro. Are there soul pickup mechanics? I don't actually know. I don't think I lost anything. Just time. Oh, you can lure enemies like this. The range isn't infinite exactly. Oh no. I didn't want to aggro all of them. This is scary. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dead. Get me out of here. Yeesh. Just want one spear. Angela's quest can wait. If we get one spear, we can leave. How do we aggro so many, though? Let's, take on one at a time. There we go. It's weird. Angela's quest is just slay 20, and then pick up 15 spears. But it feels like you'd get 15 spears after slaying like... Oh my god. After slaying like 50 of them, or something. Though I don't know the exact pickup rate. Drop rate. I've explored further in this area before. I guess we can go a little bit deeper. The telegraphs are clear and the parry window is generous, but the problem is actually seeing the enemies on screen. I'm not sure how this one followed me. Damn. Parry window not perfectly generous. Well, generous enough. I just need to get better. What was this thing? Oh no, those are the tougher Mekboars. I don't want to go in here. I guess this is just a torch. Warning against further entry. I see. The Mekboar respawned. That's why it snuck up on me. What the hell? I feel like Angela's kind of a bit of a bastard for giving you this quest so soon after clearing the catacombs. It seems like a huge difficulty curve. Especially if you find yourself surrounded. Maybe not so bad in multiplayer or something. Alright, that's 6 spheres, but I'm not gonna sit here grinding that out. Let's work on those slime X. Now this area over here was pretty much the last area available in the previous build. Somewhat familiar with this. I guess the slime X are those ones? Right. I wish I could set up recall without actually returning to base. Because then if I die I can immediately travel back here. Like I did with the boars. Well, it's not a huge time sink. Yeah, the ranged weapons are safer, but it feels like when it comes to farming and junk, it's way faster to just dive in and melee everyone. There they are. Slime X. Oof. Triple parry. Nice. Uh-oh. Lost my shield. Their respawn rate is pretty quick. Ow. Only got 1 core from that. Oh. 2 cores. This is bad. When your shield gets shattered, you can no longer run away with the dash attack. Or, not attack, the dash. Oops. I feel like the only use for this would be a sniper shot or something. Oh, I missed. And if you don't hit, it still uses up inner focus. I maybe picked a terrible class, at least based on the racial ability. The actual random chance of staggering them makes parrying a little bit more difficult, actually. Or rather, you parry when... like that, every time. Oh, they got some range. Not sure what to do in that situation. Can't exactly parry. Oh, I can't, get too far from them. Hard to see all of their telegraphs when they're blocking each other from view. God. Right, a third of the way there. Let's actually wait to recover. Yeah, the difficult thing about parrying, I was trying to say. If you stun them when you think that they're about to attack, but don't know that you're going to stun them, it makes it hard to parry. You know, parrying when you stun them and then it just messes up your whole flow. Get out of here. Excuse me. Maybe I should have invested more into health. That's exactly what my issue is. I'm out. The issue that I have with blocking is that when I get shattered, it's almost like a free hit for the enemy. Because being shattered means you run out of stamina, and no stamina means you can't dash away. No stamina means you can't parry either, so there's no option but to, I guess, keep on attacking, but that prevents you from getting your stamina back. Maybe there's skills you could use to get away? I don't know. Actually, do these guys always stun depending on... No, they don't. Oh, God. Almost better to do this rather than get up close and personal. Again, not something I want to make a habit of. But this prevents you from the uncomfortable position of running out of stamina and being able to do nothing. Every time, these guys, with the stunning. Sometimes the stunning helps, sometimes it doesn't. Nighttime now. Music changed too. Oh no, I thought I parried that. If you don't get the parry, their attacks come out pretty quick. Don't want to deal with those ghosts. Uh-oh. This might be better. If I don't want to necessarily resort to using the bow all the time, dashing in and out is maybe the best way to not get into an uncomfortable no stamina situation if there are multiple enemies. Great. I got more than one again. Oh dear. Well, it'll take forever if I do that. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't want them to respawn. Whatever. Get out of here, you. Four more. The previous area I was in was probably better for farming. Less of these guys around. Let's go ahead and level up. We have 3 more things, but nothing to spend it on after Rock Toss is maxed out. 24 damage is pretty good though. What's this? General. And because it's been a problem. 2 more in mind. And 1 in vitality. I should probably put more in vitality, but this is fine. I think I completed the slime mech gear set, or at least the 2. Chest and leg pieces. Don't know if there's a headpiece for every set. Alright, almost there. Short on time, but I would like to finish this before calling it. Oh dear. Hefty rock. That skill's actually way more useful than I thought. Alright, just one more. Of course, the way that I killed them in, it'll make them all respawn in such a way that they'll come rushing me at the same time. Or not. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Alright, we're good. Let's get out of here. Well, we got our first deaths to the boars, and the slime mechs were actually pretty tough as well. But it still seems approachable, or around the correct level for that area, I suppose. We'll worry about completing all these quests next time. That would be a good time to take a break.